Okay, good morning everyone and welcome to the briefing on Friday the 27th of January. Taking a look at the synoptic, we see we've got no frontal activity over the top of us today, and isobars are nice and wide apart, so should have quite light winds all day and hopefully no significant weather. Looking ahead to tomorrow and the next day, again quite wide isobars, getting a little bit closer towards that'll be Sunday. But otherwise, no frontal activity with the exception of this cold front to the north of us tomorrow. So hopefully a couple of flyable days. Looking at the spot winds, we're looking at roughly northeasterly at about 10 to 15 knots today. And the current sat pic suggesting quite a large amount of cloud cover over the top of us, but currently that is reasonably high, what there is of it. And looking at the rain radar, shouldn't be much of a chance for shower today, certainly not for now. This stuff should be dissipating as it goes further southwest. So hopefully we should be okay for rain today. And that lines up with the public forecast, no rain present. We're looking at 8 knots on the ground, slightly increasing throughout midday from the north-northeast, gusting in the mid-teens. And it's suggesting that at the moment, reasonably thick cloud, but going to get a little bit brighter later on. The top temperature of 6 degrees. And yeah, better visibility as the day goes on, hopefully. Top temperature on GFS saying about 5 degrees today and a dew point of about 3. So not a very big temperature dew point split. So we'll see how we get on. Don't need that one. And that's the current view outside. A little bit gloomy with that high level cloud, but it is that. It should be out of our way for the moment and the visibility looks sufficient. Current conditions, the temperature is 2.5 degrees and the dew point of 0.6 degrees. And light winds currently 4 gusting 7 knots from the northeast. Farnborough's observation is very similar, 7 knots from the northeast and broken clouds at a height of 2,700 feet. And that's fairly similar all day, although suggesting the clouds may come down a little bit later on. But otherwise, we're looking at a fairly light wind, slightly more north than east. No towns today, there isn't any to affect. Number 6 down here, Southampton. Number 18, that was paragliders. There's some paragliders to the northwest. And number 15 is high intensity radio transmissions, but none of that affects us today. So that's pretty much it for the weather. Operationally today, some of the other forecasts were suggesting some fog at times and reduced visibility. So we'll get what we can out of the day. I'm hoping for a full day, but we'll see how we get on. We'll be setting up on runway 09. Launch point will be around about here somewhere. The winch cables will be on the north side due to that northerly component of the wind. And depending on how strong it is, we will need a reasonable amount of left correction on the winch launch. Just a couple of safety things with the cables being along the north side here. Make sure we're not crossing the runway. Certainly as we tow the gliders out in the morning, if the cables are already out, you're going to have to go behind the launch point, not in front of it, because you'll be crossing over the cables. So be very careful of that. As well as that, we've got a jet movement scheduled for midday. We've got an Airbus doing a circuit 12 to 12:30, they're saying, so it could be a good time for lunch. But that could also be delayed again, so we'll see how we get on. But other than that, should be a reasonably straightforward day. Hopefully the fog won't happen, as some of the forecasts are suggesting, and I'll see you out there. Bye for now.